One of these days I'm going to get a stand to set stuff up for my videos. Look at the boobs. Well, I feel like it's been forever since we've had our little sit down and chat moments. I've missed talking to you guys. Whether or not you've missed me or not, who knows? So it is 4 days. Basically 4 days until Christmas. Is everybody excited? I am super excited. And I know my youngest is excited. I think he's going to be pretty happy. He doesn't quite understand why he has to wait. But it builds character? I don't know. So what does everybody have planned for their Christmas? Anything? Anything fun? Anything? Anything? Mine is going to be filled with cooking and probably assembling action figures repeatedly, transforming and untransforming a lot of things. I don't know, since I was a girl, I had a younger brother, but we didn't really get along, so I didn't have to worry about messing with his toys or anything else. So this is all foreign territory to me. But I know I haven't done a video in a while, and so I wanted to do one before Christmas. I'll probably do one on Christmas or something. I don't know what about. I've just been too depressed to make videos here lately, but there is an issue that I feel needs to be discussed. And this one is actually vape related. And it's actually a hardware review. I don't usually do those just for the simple fact that I haven't really used a very big variety of different hardwares and things like that. And I didn't want to go judging things without some actual knowledge of them first. By no means am I saying that I know everything, and to the people who disagree with me, more power to you. These are just my experiences with this particular piece. I would say that maybe it's I got a bad batch, but I've gotten two of them. So, and you know. But today, my first hardware review is on the Mutation tank. RDTA, RTA, some people call it different things. We all know what it is. It's the dripper tank. You can build your own coils, got a nice build deck on it. I'm not going to go into all the specs of it, but the basics that everybody... Jesus, see? There's problem one. Is the leaking. And I understand tanks leak. I do. I understand they leak. I get it. I'm okay with that. See, when I first started vaping, I started where everybody starts. With them iClear 16 tanks and all that crap. Which, if you're watching this and you have that, there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't work for me anymore. So I went up to the E-Leaf 50 watt and the Limo tank, which I really did love. That setup, that helped me. That's what got me to quit smoking. Was that setup right there. And then I went to the Cube too. Upgraded it to the 180 watts that is optional for that with my trusty Freak Show RDA. I still love this thing, by the way. I know it's not as fancy as some of the other ones out, but it's gotten me through some hard times. And it was my first dripper. And I'm calling it Old Faithful. It's just been good to me. But I wanted a tank for driving or, laying here in the dark. You don't want to have to worry about making a mess and all that other stuff. So I wanted a tank that hit like a dripper. So at first I wanted the aromizer. I didn't really care for that air control band. Didn't sound like a good idea to me. And then I talked to a few different friends, and they swore up and down by this Mutation tank. So the husband got one first. And this is actually the first one that we got, the stainless steel model. They are 22 millimeters wide, a 5 mil juice capacity. They're top fill, made out of stainless steel. Adjustable airflow. It's got the wide bore Delrin insulated drip tip, which is not a bad drip tip. I will give them that. And, just the standard, like I said, I'm not going to go into all the specs on it. I feel that if you want to know more than that, that's fine. But we all know how to use Google. Some people can fault me for that, and that's fine. I don't care. I look up all my shit, you can do it too. The reason I'm bringing this video to you is if you thought about getting this tank, I wouldn't waste your fucking money on it. Like I said, this is the first one. We had two. So the first one, we had it on the mod. And everybody knows that accidents happen. So you can, accidentally knock your mod over. Doesn't have to fall from 6 foot in the air. I mean, it just, it's on the table and just gets knocked over. This motherfucker came apart. Just, floop, juice everywhere. All down the mod. It got inside the XQ battery sled and all that. So we talked to a few different friends, and everybody's like, hey, it might have been defective because where the chimneys meet, evidently is supposed to be screwed in there. And this one is just press fitted. Alright. Accidents happen, we know that. It's all good. We know that. So we called the company that we got it from, told them what was going on, and they sent us another one. A black one. I would show that one to y'all, but the husband's using it. So, I don't have it. Easily accessible. And it was working fine. And so I asked him if I could just use this one just to try it out, to see if I like the way it hit and everything, to see if we should spend the money on a second one for me or not. And he got his second one about a week ago. And was loving it. I do have to say it does hit like a dripper. Airflow is great. Clouds are great. Flavor's alright. I don't think it was meant to be a flavor chaser. I mean, I'm sure if you put the right build in it, but honestly, I'm not a flavor chaser anyway, so it's all good. It works for me. But, well, today, we go to church. I'm sorry. And he had his in his pocket. Didn't break it or anything like that. The motherfucker just came apart. Just, boop, juice everywhere. 30-minute car ride home, and he couldn't vape because it came apart. That is a very sad day, in my opinion. Because I think if you're going to have a tank, so you don't have to worry about carrying juice with you for a small period of time, it should be dependable, but you should be able to rely on it. I don't feel you can with this tank. I'm sorry to all of you Mutation tank lovers. If yours is working great for you, I'm so happy for you. I wish this one would work for me. But sadly, it doesn't. And granted, it's not a very high dollar piece of equipment. But 90% of us vapors are on a budget. And we started this so we could quit smoking. So we weren't spending all the fucking money on those, amongst the other health benefits and things like that. But just, there has to be a tank out there. I understand different strokes for different folks. I do. And I support that thoroughly. Because if everybody liked the same thing, then life would be boring. And I think we all know that I just could not. I couldn't do it. I need some change. I need some randomness. I don't know. Maybe y'all can put something down to redeem this tank. And I feel bad because I know that there's a lot of people that swear by it, but it's just been my experience that this just does not work. Maybe we got a bad batch. 2 tanks though, and they weren't bought at the same time. I mean, they're selling out, so obviously they got to be doing something right, but I mean, I would be severely pissed if I was using this thing and it fried my mod. Granted, I'm only using my Tesla 200, but this setup right here has been the most awesome thing on the planet to me. Y'all give me some input. Y'all give me some thoughts and just help a girl out. That was attractive. Is there a way to fix it? Am I doing something wrong? I really don't think I am. I really don't think I am. And I do feel that they could put a burp hole in the top of it, because having that small fill hole in the top makes for very difficult filling. Not to mention the leaking that occurs even if you close off the airflow. It might be operator error. Maybe somebody can help me out with this. If you can, I will love you forever. But it just ain't working right now. I'm telling you. Somebody stop me. No. That really didn't have anything to do with that. But yeah. Mutation, RTA, by indulgence, I feel is not 10 out of 10 do not approve in my book. Where I get 10 out of 10, I know there's not 10 of me, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's my thoughts. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. If you do like it, woohoo! Well, people, I will conclude this rant / bad review. And you and your families have a very Merry Christmas. And I hope to see you guys soon. Have fun. Peace.